Yo, what is up, legends? My name is Wikus and welcome back to the week trading channel. So yeah, the past 2 weeks was the worst 2 weeks that I've had on the charts since I've seen myself as somewhat an experienced trader. It's been really frustrating, but I have put some time into the chart over the weekend to see what I missed and see what I did wrong so that I can understand and learn from the mistakes that I've made in the chart. And you know what? The thing that it comes down to is that I tried to overcomplicate what is happening in the charts and I was not patient enough. And those of you that has done the week trading course, the full Nasdaq course, will know that patience is the thing that I hammer on the most. And it seems like I lacked a lot of patience in the past 2 weeks on the charts. So let's get straight into the market analysis, just have a bit of a recap of what happened and then go into the chart. So as you can see on the daily time frame, we have broken structure completely. Just to make it easy, we've got a high there. Let's just say that it's actually a lower high. We've got a lower high there. Then we've got an equal low or equal high there basically, and then a lower high and another lower high and another lower high. And you can see the market broke through the previous lower high and the one before that as well. So we broke through two lower highs without having a good enough pullback on the daily time frame to make a lower or a higher low. So go into the 4 hour, having a look here. It's the same thing. We've got equal highs there all around here, and then a push up with no higher low to complete the actual new bullish structure. So we've just literally run to the top without a good enough retracement at all. And if you watch the previous videos, you'll understand what I mean by good enough retracement, or if you're a student of mine, you'll understand that as well. So we have literally just maneuvered up to the top without making a good enough retracements. Go into the 1 hour. When we started moving up bullish here, there was not a good enough retracement here at all, and we started forming all these lower ABCD patterns. Now that is the thing that I usually do not miss. It's actually one of the ways that I make the most successful trades, or take the most successful trades. But in this case, I tried to overcomplicate the charts, and I wanted the market to come back down to create the lower high or the higher low, but I just ignored it completely, and I ignored all the smaller ABCD patterns that played out on the 1 hour. So basically, to draw it out, this is what happened. So the chart went up to this area here. I wanted the market to come back down. It came back down just a little bit and it started moving up. So we can see that we have a little bit of a retracement compared to this little support zone here. So essentially, this is what happened. And we got a ABCD pattern playing out from this liquidity grab on this wick here, and then the market started moving up again. We've got a smaller one there. We moved up to this area. We've got a good enough retracement there on the ABCD pattern, moved up, good enough retracement again, and moved up, good enough retracement again. And now it seems like the market's moving up. So the market can actually continue past that area on the 1 hour if we're just having a look at the ABCD patterns. So all these smaller ABCD patterns I missed completely. I think I got one trade right in the past. I think the past 2 weeks I had one big trade the previous week, and I think I had one small trade this week perhaps. But in overall, I really had a terrible 2 weeks. So it's not good to know that, but it's also good to learn out of the mistakes, so it's okay. And it just shows that experienced traders, people that have spent a lot of time analyzing the charts, study the charts, also makes mistakes. And if you're looking for a forex mentor that doesn't make mistakes, believe me, I'm not the right guy for you. I want to make mistakes because that is how I learn more out of the charts, learn more how to implement strategies and play it out correctly. So yeah, we've got the smaller ABCD patterns that completely knocked me out because I wanted the market to come back down. So if we go back to the daily time frame, just having a look at the structure, the lower highs and the high low that I'm waiting for now is, if I look at what I can expect here, we've got a big wick here that needs, or that can possibly be filled again. But going to the 4 hour time frame, we've got this wick here, And if we take this week and we draw the week out as a bit of a liquidity area where there's a lot of buyers that's waiting to get into the market, or sellers that actually need to close out trades of the big institutions, how they hedge the trades, we can expect the market to possibly come to this area as well. And if we draw out our bit of a support box there, we can see that that area plays good. So it'll be nice for the market to actually come back down to this area. I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but I would like that to happen at some stage. If we take our fib, we'll see we are quite close to the 61.8 on the Fibonacci with a 4-hour time frame. And the one thing that really kept me into my analysis, or kept me strong believing that we need to come down, is this order block that we have here at the bottom. That's basically been ignored. So I really wanted the market to come back down to this area and get some liquidity before we move up and get into massive buys. But you see, that's the problem, and it's one of the things that I teach as well, and I was really guilty about it the past 2 weeks, is trade what you see and not what you feel. And I didn't. I traded what I felt, and I didn't trade what I see or what I saw. And what I saw was smaller ABCD patterns, but I just, for some reason, just decided to ignore it. So yeah, I'm guilty of it. I made a lot of mistakes the past 2 weeks, but it's okay. I've learned out of it, and I'm just going to stay focused now. So going back to the 1 hour, just to see how you could have followed the ABCD patterns on the 1 hour. So when the market started moving up here, there's a lot of people that got in here at the bottom already. I know of one specific forex mentor that posted an image of him in one of his Telegram groups where he got into a trade here, and well done, dude. That was an amazing trade. Well done. So I didn't get into that trade myself, but he did, so it was quite amazing. I was really surprised and amazed by that trade. So awesome. So if we look at this structure here, we could have seen after the market made its first smaller ABCD pattern, completed the smaller ABCD pattern here. So small ABCD, basically A, B, C, D, we could have already known that the market would want to continue. So, and then the second one we could have caught, I should have caught it, just knowing that we've got this weekly zone here that's been broken and the market needs to fill it. So if we go down to the lower time frames, you could have seen exactly that we would have had a perfect entry looking at this 15-minute order block that was formed here. So that would have been a perfect entry for a buy. Just taking a buy literally on the order block and taking it to that weekly zone would have been 2,200 pips with a stop loss around about 160 pips. So that is really an amazing trade that I missed. And then once again, the market did the same thing. It's ABCD patterns. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, just having a look at it here. So started from the bottom here, this area here, I've got this one here, and then a pullback there. We once again go to the 15 minutes. There was beautiful order blocks that the market left for us. We can see that we've got this area here as well as the weekly zone here. So we've got this order block. It's a semi-order block. It's just a confusion basically with the weekly zone. So that would have been a perfect buy entry for the new ABCD pattern. If we got into a trade there, it's actually so clear. I should have caught this one without any hassles. First TP could have been 2,400 pips. Second TP with the top areas here is 4,600 pips. So yeah, stupid trades that I took, stupid trades that I missed, or awesome trades that I missed, but it's okay. Okay, so looking on what is happening in the chart right now. So we've got this smaller ABCD pattern on the 1 hour playing out. So we've basically got this area here. We broke through the monthly zone. We came back down, got some liquidity here at the bottom. And we can see this area of support here where the market actually got some. If we go down to the 5 minute, perhaps, maybe see if there's something there. We could have seen that this area here was a sell that directly went into a buy. So that means there's a lot of orders that's basically waiting at this area here. So if we draw down a little bit of an order block around about there, we could have seen we got a bit of a liquidity push to the downside, but a bullish engulfing should have said, well, okay, we've got a perfect support zone. Stop loss could have been there and entry basically running to the top. So Friday, after the tons of failure trades that I had over the past 2 weeks, I decided on Thursday morning. I think I took one trade on Thursday morning, but for the rest of the Thursday and Friday, I decided I'm going to stay out of the market and not lose any money and just wait so that I can actually just clear my mind and get away from the charts for a couple of days. That's also a good thing, especially when you're adding up so many losses all over a couple of days. So yeah, so on the 1 hour time frame, this is what's happening. We've got this current ABCD pattern that's playing out. As you can see, we've got these two weekly zones just here. We've got this one here as well, and those areas could possibly give us a good enough pullback. Remember, as I said, just because the market is moving bullish like this, it doesn't mean that we cannot come down. We have to come down at some stage to grab the liquidity that is here at the bottom. The first area is once again this little wick here. If we actually go into the 4 hour, it'll be a bit more clearer, but we've got liquidity here. And on the 4 hour, this area here at the bottom is, I'm not going to have it perfectly drawn out now, but it's going to be something like this, I believe. We've got this order block here as well that needs to be filled at some stage. So I'm just keeping my eyes open for that. Looking for the areas that I actually wanted to sell from, the bigger areas. The first one was this area here, this order block that was actually just literally smashed. So I got into a massive sell there, or got into quite a big sell, and obviously the market just pushed out. So that is what I wanted. I wanted to see something like this playing out. So the market pushing up to this order block, coming back down, getting liquidity here at the bottom again possibly, and then a movement to the top. So that's what I wanted to see, but yeah, clearly that didn't happen. Okay, so if we look at the weekly time frame, we are ridiculously bullish, as you can see. But keep in mind, we can see that these weeks show a lot of resistance with this weekly zone here and this monthly zone here and all of these areas here. So we can see that this specific area here is a bit of a resistance zone. So just keep your eyes open on that. This area could possibly give us a good enough resistance to give us the pullback, especially opening up the week. So the week can possibly just go down, wick here at the bottom, and then a continuation up and close with a nice bullish candle as well. So we could get just a little wick down to the bottom on the weekly time frame and a continuation up and close the week bullish, or we can close the week bearish somewhere around here and then possibly move back up. But we are moving mostly bullish. I'm not seeing any bear movement literally overtaking the market immediately. It is possible. I've read a couple of threads by expert traders saying that a lot of them are still bearish in the market, even though we have this bull push. So a lot of them are still bearish. So just keep in mind, a lot of expert guys don't believe we are completely bullish at this stage. So we are bullish on the chart right now. So we have to trade what we see and not what we feel. Please, Wikus, learn out of your own mistakes. So yeah, let's have a look at what's happening. I really want the market just to follow the structure and actually complete the structure before continuing up too high and get us safe entries to take trades on. That's also safe, not just on the lower time frames, but on the higher time frames as well. I would like the market to come back down at some stage, but I'm going to follow the 1 hour ABCD patterns. As we all know, the 1 hour is the one that I trade the most. I just don't know why I ignored it the past 2 weeks. So yeah, moving bullish. We are bullish. We can move bearish, but let's just follow the ABCD patterns on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and hopefully get us into a good trade here from the bottom again to the top. Otherwise, continue following the smaller ABCD patterns on the 1 hour and use this weekly and daily and monthly support zones as support and resistance. As you can see on the 1 hour, how they have been respected. Look there, just absolutely perfect respect here as well, there as well, just there. Those areas could have been perfect entry spots for the trades that could have been taken the past week. So yeah, I hope this video helps you guys. Let's learn out of our mistakes and have a better week that's coming up now. I think my mind is ready for it. I think I've cleared out what cluttered my mind and my chart, and I think I'm ready to make a lot of profits again. It's time. So yeah, have an awesome week, have a legendary week. I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.